overall, Manchester United need a win. Yeah, that's what we need right now.
You know, Brentford's a pretty tough game for anybody, particularly a side playing like this. Sheffield United, Newcastle showed the cannon fodder. Copenhagen just don't have the budget of a Manchester United. They're one of the weaker teams, if not the weakest, in this group. That puts an added pressure on.
You think so, as opposed to the opposite, as to maybe the less quality in the opposition means we can maybe regroup and try and get a little bit of momentum?
Well, no, because it's either a win-win or a lose-lose. Because look, if they go and get beaten in Munich, which they did, and by the way, the scoreline was tight, but the performance wasn't. Nobody really bats too much of an eyelid unless it's 6-0, right? Because really, anybody that watches Man United, even though Bayern are not playing great, knows they can't go there and compete at this moment in time. They're just not up to it. But we've sat here for almost since the start of the season and said Casemiro needs help. So Amrabat comes in, he's finally fit a couple of weeks ago, or whatever it was, and yet he still persists in playing him at left back because he's got a problem there. When he has to find a way to get him in there, which is not going to help now because he's going to have some suspensions, Casemiro with a red card, but he needs to find a way to get him in there to get him some help. He's got to juggle, whether it's playing a back three or, as I mentioned, Maguire in, Dalot left, Lindelof right, shore up the back line, two rugged midfielders, and then we go from there. That might at least get you something. Because at the moment, they're getting nothing unless they play the poorer teams in the Premier League. Manchester United are not picking up any points. But how does Amrabat feel coming in and having to be asked to play in a horrible team, in a horrible position, and then gets himself in those positions like he did from the throw-in, where he tries to get tight, he gets spun in behind, there's a goal. Then he tries to play a ball out, he's 5 yards deeper than everybody else, it's headed back, and it's a goal. The manager has to take blame here as well. The manager, and by the way, I saw his interview with one of the UK broadcasters, and he was like a rabbit in the headlights. He knows that, A, United don't really have the money if even they wanted to fire him, right? And I'm not suggesting they are, or they should. But B, he needs to start getting some wins from somewhere, or this house is going to come crumbling down.
The manager keeps talking about standards, right? Let's hope we see that in the next game. Because in my mind, top four is gone, right? Top four is gone because there's so many teams challenging right now, right? You have Liverpool, who are back in good form. Man City, they look unstoppable in the Premier League. Arsenal and Spurs, those are real strong competitors for top four. So in my mind, top four is gone, right? Unless something massive happens, right? So we need more standards at the club. If a player is not playing well, you need to drop them. And we haven't seen that. The level has been poor, right? We've lost more than we've won this season, and that's not good enough.